I've had several questions recently about patching the 2600. In particular, how do you find the patch points to, for instance, connect an external effects device? So I wanted to do a basic patching video on the Behringer 2600, and we'll start with the very basics of connecting power. I've just unboxed the Behringer 2600, and these are the two power components. This is the lead that goes to the connection on the wall, the AC, and this is the AC to DC converter, and this will connect into the 2600. So let's put these two together. And bring the 2600. This is the rear of the 2600, and this is where the DC connection goes. We'll plug that into the wall, and then we'll be powered up. While we have access to the back panel, let's connect this MIDI cable to the MIDI input. I've installed the Behringer 2600 into this case. I've tuned the oscillator 1, and I have set all of these levels to 0. Finally, I've connected a cable from the output to a speaker. So what we want to do is we want to look at some of the key patch points, and we're going to start at the left with the sawtooth output of oscillator 1. So we've got this patch point here. We're going to raise this level of the output mixer, and we can hear oscillator 1. The next thing we want to do is use the normaled patching for the filter input, and we're taking VCO1, routing that into the filter, and taking the filter output and routing that to the output mixer. We'll hear nothing initially because the filter is closed. We manually open it. The next thing we want to do is route that filter output into the voltage controlled amplifier. We raise this level, and we take the output of the voltage controlled amplifier, route it to the output, and then we raise the initial gain, and we still got to go back over here and open the filter. And now we can hear the output of the voltage controlled amplifier. Now that we've created our normaled signal path, including voltage controlled amplifier into the output mixer, which is normaled here, what we want to do is control the voltage controlled amplifier from the AR envelope generator. So we'll use the patch cord here, take the output of the AR generator, and connect it to the linear input of the voltage controlled amplifier. We've got the filter open. Now when I press this manual gate, we can hear the voltage controlled amplifier opening under control of the AR envelope generator. Next, we want to do that same routing of the output of the ADSR envelope into the control of the voltage controlled filter. And we'll lower that initial cutoff frequency, and we'll raise the sustain level, and we'll raise this level of the ADSR output. Now, using the normaling, we can take that cable out and we see that the filter cutoff is under the control of the ADSR envelope. So now we have, let's do one other thing. Let's make this a little percussive. And now we have an initial voice that we can use either from a sequencer or from the MIDI input. The next patching we want to do is a control voltage, and we're going to route it directly into the control voltage input of VCO1, and we want a gate, and this is coming from the 1027 sequencer from the Behringer 2500 series. We're plugging it into this gate in that is normal to the sample and hold clock, and then and that's how you plug in gate and control voltage to control the 2600 from a sequencer. The next patch we want to make, we want to come out of the voltage controlled amplifier and go into an external effects. In this case, it's a delay, and I've got it all the way wet, and I've already preset the delay time. Then we come from that output back into this other output mixer channel so that we can add the effect to the dry signal that's already there. Let's listen to the dry signal. We can raise the feedback. So that concludes this critical patch points video for the Behringer 2600. I hope you learned something, and I appreciate you watching.